Hello everybody, I'm Katiplayer and well, it's been a while, but I'm back. I'm really sorry, hey, I'm really sorry that I just making a video only right now. There's a little bit update, even though, after almost 2 weeks, I got kind of back here in my home, and of course not only 2 weeks that I'm back, but approximately almost more than also 2 weeks I was out. And of course, last video that I published before, I was playing because I was here to explain to I was going to be out, and there's no uploading any kind of situation or video on my content. So I'm really sorry for those for you folks to wait for me for so long, because like I said before in this video, in the last video that I published on YouTube, it was because I'm going out. I was going to travel for 2 weeks abroad, and there's no way how to I put any new content for meanwhile. But these 2 weeks I was amazing. Despite these 2 weeks abroad, it was amazing experience. It's so amazing that I've shared a little bit of photos on Field Discord group, and of course they all feel amazed and they also say lucky that I managed to travel for abroad. Or to say I was not lucky, also not fate. It's all a matter of hard working and hard work and sweat to accomplish this kind of stuff. Since I'm back, so I had once again to continue on my work here on YouTube, which is for me, and for I believe many of you are kind of agree, is if it's not on YouTube, probably everyone gonna work in the office or engineer or on the doctor's office. I don't know, whatever. But it won't feel free, free to express yourself, to play the games in the way you wanted to the games where you wanted to play the ways how you wanted, to. And others, of course, like many YouTubers, they use their platform, the YouTube, not only to express yourself, to be free to express yourself. That's is a major reason why you become a YouTuber, and many of you become a YouTuber. To be free about who you are. But anyway, since I'm going back here, and I post a week later, a week before that I'm gonna make a Q&A video to share my experience for you guys, for you guys about my trip. But before that, I'm gonna share a little bit about my experience on this trip here and right now, and I'll be doing so. Of course, I won't show the photos or anything because I don't want to make any trouble, But, but it has, but, but there are a few people that I will show the photos, to share the photos, and those people want to ask what I've been through. So, for those, well, we had to believe my words. Well, I had to believe, and like I said, and to be honest, I'm really honest man, and really honest. So here's the thing though. In my trip, before, in my trip, first I had to go to Portugal, in Lisbon, to pick a connection to Portugal, to Venice. But the problem is the connection. It was 20 hours. Yes, exactly, 20 freaking hours of connection. So once we arrive in Portugal in Lisbon, what are we going to do? Well, just go around to Lisbon, visiting a few of the landmarks, and of course eating for that. But the problem is we had to go to airport because otherwise all the major public transportation will be closed. So the only and the fastest and the cheapest way to go on this place while we've been through in Portugal, at least a few of the landmarks that I visited in the capital, it was only by subway. So we pick a subway and we go straight to the few landmarks here and there on the Portugal. But after that, we go straight right back to the airport, and we had to literally sleep on the airport. For those who never experience, yes, do this, or you can, or you should share similarly what happened. Please comment down below because I kind of fully understand that. And to be honest, sleeping on the freaking airport is a horrible. My goodness, I was so my goodness, but I couldn't sleep right. My back is always in the pain because all in the pain. I tried to the first we tried to sleep in the benchmark, in the chairs, but it's so freaking horrible and discomfort. So we just pick up a place and go straight in. We sleep on the ground. We sleep on the floor. Which also is not very good. But later we have picked on but it was only the way because later then we had to wake up and go straight to go and we're going right to the freaking gate to the flight. After that, we pick up the flight, but because we're freaking tired, so we are probably gonna sleep in the middle of the plane. Later, we arrived in Venice, but here's the thing though. Venice is my first time that I visit there, and my second time. But on this trip, it was my purpose to go to Venice. It was not. It was because we had to go to Trieste, which is a port of Italy. So we pick up a bus and go right to Trieste. We station in the hotel, and first things first, when you reach the hotel, take a shower because man, since I go out to Brazil, I arrived at Lisbon in Portugal. Until I reach on Trieste, we literally take any goddamn shower. We are no all our baggage is already dispatched. So what are you going to do? Nothing. So what are you going to do? We have to literally to go over there. We now shower and everything. So until at the beginning of Brazil, until arriving there, we literally take any goddamn shower. So we practically spent almost 2 days without taking a bath. Which man, but man, it was horrible. But when the moment we reached in the trains and reached in the hotel, oof, man, damn, it was wonderful. My goodness, all to clean all the freaking thing, everything, and refreshing our bodies. But later then we had to spend, but we had to know luxury to stay for a lot longer because in the next day, he's a little kicker. I'm gonna be on a cruise ship. Yes, exactly what you heard, a cruise ship. So we stay for a cruise ship for a while, but before then we go just around to the trees a little bit to get know a little bit of the ports, everything, and try to learn everything. What landmarks or beautiful thing we see. Yeah, sure, we beautiful. And of course, we can then pass eat is a bad the food of Italy. My goodness, if you a pasta lover, Italy is the best place for pasta lovers. My goodness, I never ate a spaghetti and a pizza on the first day when there was a 3S. It was it was good, man. It was so good. Later we, but later after that we going to back to on the hotel, gonna sleep, and the next day it is the day or the it's a big day we're going on board in the ship in the cruise ship, and the cruise ship it was amazing. It was beautiful. It's big like any cruise ship, and yeah, there's a lot of luxury parts, you know. Well, only problem. Uh, I here's the thing though. I really wanted to mention this, but I'm afraid if I say this, uh, maybe the cruise company or something will gonna track me down, you know. But I can say I cannot say the company. I cannot say the name of the company. But all I can say is, besides it is amazing the ship. So besides oh, there are a lot of activities I have to do. The food is amazing. The huge problem you have to pay. Yeah, what do you mean by this? Every cruise company has to pay. Yes, but come on, that depending on the cruise ship where you're going, there are things where you cannot, which is allowed, is free, like beverage, like for example, beverage, like soda, juice, common stuff which everyone wants to drink, on the ship, it wasn't included, so we had to pay. And to be honest, it is super. To be honest, it's not worth it because it is super expensive. Because you have to pay per person. Because there is a package of beverage, but the package of beverage is per day per person. So we are the 6 people on the cruise ship per day. We essentially we are board the cruise ship on the strip for 90 days. 9 days. Yes, exactly. I was out for 9 straight days on the cruise ship. So imagine 6 people plus 9 days. It won't be worth it. It will be extremely expensive for later. And the same goes another you other activities like there is arcade, a place where arcade where the people can play games everything. You have to pay. There's a bowling alley, Yes, there are bowling alley on the ship, but you have to pay. There is a air hockey, and have to pay. There is a ping pong, table tennis, and football, but you have to pay the ball. So and of course there is the casinos, but I never played the casinos because it's not my thing. But like I said before, everything has to pay. So for me, it was why? So for me, what the heck am I going to do in the ship? Well, luckily, I brought a book. I brought a book in here. I brought a book with me, so to spend a little bit of while when I was while we were doing literally nothing on the ship, and of course I brought a Nintendo DS to play. Meanwhile, on the ship too. It was wonderful. This man, I was literally annoyed. I was literally kind of annoyed by the voyage on the ship because they literally had nothing to do. Well, unless you go in the freaking swimming pool, which is, if in case you don't know, the swimming pool on the cruise ships is from the salt water. Yeah, it's water from the seas. Yes, exactly what you heard. Is water from the seas. So much so that even there's a little bit of shower alongside in the pool area, where you can release you can remove the salt of the salt water on your body, and then you'll go straight to your room and take a shower, everything. But I really wanted to this ship has more freely. Like for example, uh, like for example, a few of the activities like the arcade machines and come on, the football and the table tennis could be free, or even if it was a monster. But at least if you have the beverage included on this, I was saying okay, fine. They could, before well besides the other thing it has to pay, which I not pay, but the but at least the beverage and the food, of course, is included. Also, so the beverage also is included. So for me, it was okay, fine. But the beverage is not included. So what we're going to drink? Nothing more than water, tea, or coffee for 9 days straight. It was annoying to only drink only that. But like, but here's the thing though. Like I said, it was 9 days of cruise. So what are you gonna do on the first day of the cruise? Well, just wander around the cruise to get know a little better and take all the freaking pictures, all the decks, to get know, to get familiar on the cruise, to can know every single deck, where they was, everything, where every restaurant, where you're going to eat. And then later in the first day, which is the expedition, we arrive in Katakolon in Greece. In Katakolon in Greece, we pick a expedition day on the cruise, which is all include, which is you have to pay for the cruise ship. That's why we didn't literally pay anything like the beverage package or anything because you have the expedition and the expedition alone is already expensive. But so so first we arrive in Catacomb and though in the expedition Catacomb in Greece we go to archaeological site where it was the remains of what remains of the famous temple of the god Zeus and Hera, the wife of Zeus, which is of course unfortunately what was there, it was all broken down everything, but it was understandable because here's the thing though, in the case of the history lesson, Greek civilization, it was fell way before for the Romans. So because of this, when the Romans arise, and not only the Romans, but probably the barbarians too. There's too many years of plunging the place, destroy everything, and the rise of Christianity too, destroy everything. So unfortunately, the only was left of the temple of Zeus, it was the columns. A bunch of columns all break down, but the statue, it was no longer all the things that it was no longer. Yeah, well, it was no longer unfortunately, but it was a historical matter, and of course, for the historical matter and mythological matter, like myself, it was an amazing experience to see everything. And despite, of course, everything already broken down, and of course, we saw one in Olympia in Catacolon. We also visit a museum which was preserved a little bit of what's left on the temple of the archaeological site, everything. And of course, there's a lot of reference about the 12 tasks of Hercules and the Greeks and the Greek mythology, everything. It was amazing experience. And then after that, we go to direct to the ship, a dinner, and then gone. And the next day, it was Athens, in Athens, the capital of Greece. And in Athens, we visit a quick little bit visit of the place where was site of the Olympic Games in 2004. And then later we go visit a museum, see all what there remains of the Parthenon, the temple of the goddess Athena. And to end this voyage to Athens, we go directly to Parthenon, where there is of course the remains, and of course what's left, the famous god temple of the goddess Athena, the goddess of the wisdom. And of course, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Compared to the zoos, at least is way more preserved than the zoos because the zoos is already broken down. Is everything collapsed? And then in the type of the personal, if in case you would search on the photos, is the columns and everything is right there, you know. But all inside is like us, like what happens. Here's a planting, and here's all destruction, and of the right and the fall of the civilization, of the Greek civilization, and the rise and destruction and the plundering of a new rise of civilization. And then later we visit Turkey. We visit Turkey in Kusadasi, where we visit first a house or a refugee house of the Virgin Mary, which it is impressive. Like for example, the Virgin Mary was fleeing against of the Romans in during the beginning or during the time of the empire, I believe. Yes, during the beginning. It was the empire of the Republican Roman when the Christianity arise. I don't remember. I think it was an empire. I believe it is the empire. I believe it was the big and the empire of the Romans. But anyway, it was the last refugee of the Major, and I don't know if it is true or not, but they said the Virgin Mary is buried over there. I don't know if it's true, but I know it's true, but it's okay. It's historical matters is interesting. And then later we go to Ephesus, an ancient Roman city, which of course destroyed, all destroyed by the plundering and of course natural forces like maybe earthquake uh, because in they said the Turkey suffered earthquake for through the years. So I believe what happened to Ephesus in probably is because of earthquake. But after the fall of the Roman civilization, lots of plundering and everything like always. And then later we visit Istanbul, which is amazing experience. Istanbul, you know. And of course, you have to keep it really kind of open mind, like the religion of the place. Like for example, the Turkey is religion is Muslim, so you have to really accept the ways everything. You have to show respect. And the people of Turkey is really good people. It's very polite. And of course, and during his visitation on the Istanbul, we visit two mosques, very beautiful mosque, everything. And look, but there are some rules. But of course, there are rules to enter the mosque, which is well for men, you have to always use pants or or in British Britain it will be trousers, but you have to use pants. You have to show your legs, everything. You have to show your knee. In case you are wearing shorts, at least wear at least use something to cover your knees. But it's better to use a pair or pants like jeans or everything. And of course, you have to enter without shoes. You have to remove your shoes to the mosque. To not enter some kind of dirt, to keep the inside the mosque clean, everything, because inside the mosque the floor is all covered up with a carpet, very beautiful carpet, and very very smooth, very smooth, if you want to so smooth that you feel you want to sit or lay down, to lay down in the mosque, or if in case you want to go to and pray, you know, and then you go to the knees and pray, you know. For the women's, I think it is a little bit worse because you have to use the thing on the hand, here or on the head, to cover up, But besides this kind of stuff, it is amazing experience in Istanbul. You know, the bazaar is very fancy. The thing there's a lot uh exotic spices. You know, exotic, very exotic spices. Everything. The sweets are so great. It's so great. Istanbul is amazing. And then later, but after that, we still go. But after the Istanbul, the cruise ship it started to going back to the. It started going back to the route to go back exactly where we start. Well, when I started, you know, because there are many people on the cruise ship that started aboard or in Istanbul or in Athens, but major people start to board in Istanbul. So I make a few friends in the ship. Like I make a friends with American and a British, a British, you know, a couple. Really, I like these people, but unfortunately, these people are already board in Istanbul. So with the moment when they arrive in Istanbul, they already left the ship. So he's already left the the ship. But anyway, but now the ship is going right back to the beginning, the beginning Trias. But first, we arrive in Corfu. So much so that even after Istanbul, before the arriving in Corfu in Greece, is an entire day we in our navigation on the sea. Later, we arrive in Corfu in Greece. Corfu, it is a beautiful city. It is a beautiful town. You know, there is some historical places. But compared to Athens or anything, Athens and Katakola, well, it was okay. It's beautiful, you know. It's beautiful. Everything. There's a plenty of things to buy, especially buy souvenirs. You know. And then later we arrive in Bari. Yes, in Bari, in Italy. So in Bari, in Italy. So in Bari, Bari was just wander around to get to know a little bit of the place. For me, it was more like a big city, you know, like São Paulo or anything, you know. There's a little thing here and there over there, but it was not much time to, you know, to wander out on in Bali because all the schedule of the ship. So we just go around a little bit and then we go right back to the ship. And then we go to Trieste and bye bye cruise ship for 9 amazing days. And after that, we pick up. After that, we left. We disembark the ship. We pick a train to go to Venice, and we stay for 2 days in Venice. Where for me, okay, for me it was okay. It's not my first time visiting Venice, but for love stories, everything was amazing, especially for my sister. My sister never was in Venice, never was in Venice. For her, it was the first time in Venice because on the other trip, it was Venice the first time. My sister, unfortunately, it wasn't there. It was busy on the work. Now she was kind of a little bit freed, so she managed to visit Venice for the first time. It was amazing. And later that's it. We just stayed to Venice for 2 days. And then later we pick up a plane. We make a connection to Portugal, and then go right back to São Paulo. So why only the recording right now? Everything because first things first. When I arrive on this long journey, everything you have to you have to keep everything in order. Once again, your stuff, your clothes. And you have to settle in, and not only settle in, but also the time zones too. You have to get used to one of the time zones. And but after that, I was after the first week I was getting again use it. But later I was everything about the laziness. I was so freaking lazy. But I said, man, I really, really, really go back to make a YouTube, man. So I don't just go pop out and just, oh no, there's a video just done. No worry. And plus, like I said before in the beginning, I say, you just say the Q&As, and I have the cell phone right here, and I'm gonna ask you questions about, and I'm gonna answer your questions about my trip. So, and so pay your attention, and of course, I'm gonna put in the description of the shout out for those who ask me. So first question is from so the first question is from Apotrice Games. Apotrice Games, thank you for your question, and I'm gonna thank you for your question, and I'm gonna answer you. I'm gonna leave you shout outs in the description. Uh, so my question was was highlighted at this deceiver of the gods. I don't know what I mean highlight, my friend Apotix. It was amazing. It was the anthem. It was technically speaking not city of the gods, because Athens is a city of one god and one god only. Well, technically speaking, goddess, which is Athens. It was Athena. Athena is the goddess, but there's a plenty god or gods and goddess from or within the Greek mythology. Zeus, Ares, Aphrodite, Dionysus, Poseidon, Hades, Hephaestus, Athena, and Athena, Hermes, many other. So, technically speaking, I don't know what you mean about highlights, but it was only the temple of the goddess Athena in Poseidon. It was amazing. Uh, it was amazing. If you search for if you search them, you will find it is amazing. But if you manage to go over there, which I really recommend, go. It's an amazing experience to to go over there, and of course appreciate the history and of course the mythological. Yes. Now I'm going to. Now I put a post on Twitter a while. Just one guy, just one guy managed to put a question, asking me a question. It is Sweden. Sweden, thank you for your question, and shout out in the description down below. So, what's your favorite part of the trip? Oh my goodness, it's three questions. Okay, what's your favorite part of the trip? My favorite part of the trip is to visit a bunch of places, different each day. And get better, get know new people. I'm a type of person who to meet new people, especially foreigners like Americans, British, anywhere, but not here in Brazil. I really, really, really matter because because I want to know the experience, share the story. I want to know the experience, their stories, and of course recommend all the places where they live, everything. So this is my favorite, and of course that's my favorite part of the trip. So second question, would you go back any places again? Oh yes, oh yes. The places that definitely I got really going back once again would be Venice, Athens in Greece, and Istanbul. Is one of the most beautiful places that I ever visited. I really want once again to visit this place with calmly, without rushing over the schedule of the ship, everything. But this means I really wanted to go back. Would you recommend to also go to visit? Oh yeah, I definitely, I really fully recommend Sweden for you and all the folks watching this video. I really, really recommend to go all these three places that I mentioned, but not only these three places, on three places. I really recommend to make a cruise ship on your own. You know, or you want your family better. Or your family is way better too. Make a cruise ship is amazing experience. The cruise ship, the food is nice on the ship. You'll never feel hungry. You know, uh, the rest, like I say, depends. You want to pay all the activities because in the end, all the bill will be whoosh rise up. So it only depends on you. But besides that, it's amazing. I fully recommend. So take a swing for your questions. For your questions, remember to go to the swing and the description down below. Oh, not only swing but also opportunity games too. I forgot. Go to the opportunity games too in the description down below. And go for this channel too. It is they both have amazing content. So next question is from these games. This is only want to ask about food. Okay, this. Thank you for your question. This I'm gonna shout out to this shout out to this. You go to your channel in the links down below in the description down below. So food. Okay. Like I say, in Italy for the pasta lovers. For those who love pasta lovers, my goodness, it was amazing. It was the best pasta food that I ever eat, like pizza, spaghetti, gnocchi, and lasagna. It was one of the best ever dish that I ever ate. The cruise ship, there's a plenty of food. Like there's a plenty of food, and in the cruise there is a buffet. There's a restaurant which is a buffet. It's a buffet, so you can choose whatever you want to eat. A you want to eat a veggie or healthy, or you want to eat a more like barbecue kind of stuff. Also the desserts, but take it easy about food. There's nothing else I'm able to share. So next question is from Kai Dragon. So next question is from Dragon Lord Kai. Kai, what's my favorite place of the two and why? Okay, thank you, Kai. Thank you for question for me, Dragon Kai Lord. Description also big shout out to you in the description down below, and of course go subscribe to Dragon Kai Lord in the description down below. So your question, my favorite place on the tour and why? Oh dang, there's been hard to choose one. Oh, it's hard, man. Venice. I like Venice. Venice probably is a place where you really want to go back. And that's why I visited twice. Venice. Greece. There's a lot of places of Greece, but I don't know. Only places like Athens, maybe Olympia, again, Catacolon. To visit more these historical places. It's I think to you answer your question, Sky, I think I'm gonna say Istanbul. Why Istanbul? Because Istanbul is amazing. There's a lot of rich cultural richness over there, you know. And of course, like I say, it has to feel your experience to experience a totally different culture, especially non-Christianity. Like, but even it was because if you were in Europe in general, you find many things about Christianity, which okay, fine, I understand. In the history, in the history book, in the history, Christianity it was a huge thing back then in the Europe, and even to consider nowadays because of the Vatican power. But you know, Istanbul since is not a Christianity country, but is a Muslim country. So it's amazing for me. It's a great experience to to go over there and see how the people go over there and see how they pray. How to see how they manage the place, everything. And of course, like I said, the mosque is amazing, is beautiful. I really recommend. But of course, there are there are boundaries which all we have to respect. It's part of their culture. So I think it's your question about this trip. So thank you guys for thank you, Dragon Kind Lord, to ask your question. And once again, big shout out to you, and also subscribe to his amazing channel in the description down below. So next question is from La Fille Russe. So La Fille Russe, uh, did you guys did you I see large sightings? Yes, I saw many. What's my favorite? Oof! Again, once again, one of my favorites. Uh, okay, La Filus. I think my favorite sightseeing is, I think probably will be the Athens. The Athens, especially the Parthenon. Because on there it's beautiful. You can see a whole city over there. Oh no, well, not the whole city, but also the major thing of the city. All in the parcel is way high up, and not only is way high up, but you can feel story. Like for example, if you can still don't know what happened, uh, during the the war between the Greek and Persians, the Xerxes army, technically speaking, they really conquered Greece. It conquered Athens, and Parthenon unfortunately was fell down to Xerxes' forces. But here's the thing though, when it was in Parthenon, there literally is one place, one path, literally one path only to go to the Parthenon. So after the war, Xerxes conquered Parthenon, conquer Athens, conquer Athens for the Greece. So Xerxes had a celebrity party on the Athens on the Parthenon, where they celebrate party everything. But like I say, it was only path only. So when the reinforcement of the Greek nation arise, it really on trap over there. There's nowhere to go because there's one path only to go on or to go on the Parthenon. So Xerxes was trapped over there. So he wanted, of course, Xerxes doesn't want to die over there. So he will make a deal with the Greeks. The deal was, I going out to let me go. Let me go. I'm gonna leave Greek. I'm gonna Greek once again, and we're never gonna bother. And I'm never gonna bother you or invade you ever again if you let me go. And of course, the Greeks, okay, fine, fine, okay, fine. I'm gonna send you to. You'll never ever. I'm gonna let you go, but you'll never ever want to have to go back in Greek once again. And Xerxes, and of course Xerxes accepted the offer and just let it go. And he literally lost against the Greek because of one little small detail. So it's a very interesting. So thank you, Lafayette Rus, for your question. Of course, big shout out to you, and of course, uh, big shout out to you, and of course, subscribe to her channel in the description down below. So I make a few questions for those people, but oh, okay, Barker Gaming. Big shout out to Barker Gaming once again to help me out to grow up, and of course, for those, of course, is amazing guy. Subscribe. So Barker, he says to me, "What's my favorite part of the trip, and Follow the trip. Oh my goodness, a lot of people ask me this. Like I said before, back it was once again Istanbul. Istanbul, it was an amazing place, and of course there's a lot interesting cultural benefits over there to share everything. Not only in Istanbul, also Kusadasi too. Also Kusadasi too. It was one of my favorites. Greece also I like too, but if I pick one, I'm probably gonna choose Istanbul. So, uh, oh, and want to visit again and why? Okay, where do I visit again and why? Okay, if it was in general, I'm probably gonna visit once again is Athens in Greece, Istanbul, Venice, only this trip. Why and why? Like I said before, because well, in Europe in general is more mostly with the trip that I like in Europe is more historical purposes. And of course, Istanbul also has a lot of history things. After all, if in case you don't know in history, Istanbul was once a former, a second, you can't say a second capital of Rome. It was second capital of Rome because when the Roman Empire was grow up, it was so grow so big that the places where the Romans conquer, which is nowadays is Turkey, everything it was fighting for power for who gonna lead these people on the city, everything. But one great emperor arrived and fixed the problem of the jurisdiction management of the place, which is Emperor Constantine. And the Emperor Constantine was doing so well to keep the order of this place where the Roman Empire was conquered. That even Constantine was named in the city which is nowadays is known as Istanbul. Was named before Istanbul, before the Byzantines, and of course the fell of the Roman and of course the Roman Empire, and of course the Muslims take over. The place was known as Constantinople, in the name of the Emperor Constantine of Rome. So see, so there's a lot of history also in Istanbul. There's a lot of thing, everything. So it's my favorite part, and really, really, really recommend it. So I think, and that's it. There's no other guys who want to ask me a thing, everything. So big shout out for all these guys that I told you, that I share, and of course I'm now fully back. So probably you're gonna keep going exactly where I was in the last video of Dead Space. Yes, exactly. Dead Space is not over yet, so I need to continue on to the amazing game on Dead Space. So anyway, thank you guys so much to watch this amazing video. Of course, thank you, amazing shout out for this all these amazing YouTubers that ask me, and all these YouTubers they ask me. Go in the description down below and subscribe to our channel. There's amazing guys, and of course there's amazing content. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you all enjoy this little update, and of course the security that I did. So so remember folks, here we are winners. And I'm gonna see you in the next video. Bye bye.